everyone. Welcome to Elevating Your Life, and welcome to show number 2 with my fantastic guest, Gurpreet Sunny Singh. And we just finished a session show for you last week. If you're just joining in, let me give you a little bit of information about Sunny. He is the founder of Edifix and Round Glass, and an Indian-born philanthropist who's committed to transforming lives through holistic well-being. This approach nurtures the whole aspects of people and communities, including the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and dimensions, for lifelong health and fulfillment. Round Glass grew out of seeds planted when Sunny was running his first company, Edifix, a global healthcare technology. He has realized the importance of a positive approach to wellness through the Round Glass website and wellness app. He offers access to healthy recipes, meditation, videos, breathing exercises, and access to renowned well-being coaches and mental health experts. And Sunny resides in Seattle, Washington, which is just up the road from me, which I just love. So welcome back, Sunny. So happy to have you.
Thank you, and so wonderful to be back to do another show with you. So truly delighted.
Oh, thank you. Just a blessing. Yes. Well, I'd love to have you. We talked a bit about the app and the roundglass.com website. Share some more about that for us if you'd like.
So from a Round Glass perspective, we talked about Round Glass as two major areas, living and giving. And on the living side, we have this, the way we thought how to democratize holistic well-being for the world and give access to holistic well-being to humanity. We said the best way to do it is to use tech and use technology into an app, put all things holistic well-being in it, which is a whole person approach of mind, body, and spirit, and how to use well-being practices, neuroscience-backed, and help people with their life issues. So it's totally, you use behavior science, neuroscience, etc. in launching the app. And the app is called Living. It's available through the website called roundglass.com. Round Glass, just like the word, ROUNDGLASS, roundglass.com. Download the free app. It's a beautiful app. We put a lot of effort into it, a lot of great content into it, and we're still building a lot of good things into it month after month. So they can download the app, use it. So we said, let's give the app to everybody in the world. And let's keep enhancing and evolving and making it better. And so no matter, whether you're rich, you're poor, you're in one country or the other, one culture or the other, doesn't really matter. I look at holistic well-being as a universal language, as a universal disposition, as a universal way of living, as a universal way of addressing and tackling the pains and the ups and downs of the world, of life that you have living in this world. So I'm arrogant enough, I think. I feel I'm arrogant enough to tell the world, look, your silver bullet solution to every ill in the world, because I believe in it, is holistic well-being. The ultimate fundamental solution to every problem in the world. And I've talked to many friends and many colleagues and many professionals. I say, give me a problem. And I'll trace it back and saying, if you were living holistic well-being, if holistic well-being was weaved into an individual or their society or whatever that is, that problem will disappear.
Give us some examples of perhaps something that might come up and how holistic well-being would be in effect and change that. What effects would it be?
Yeah, so the way well-being is an inclusive approach. So if you are looking at everybody from a well-being lens, you don't need DEI because you look at the person as a fundamental great creation that a human being is a fantastic kind of entity, right? Everybody looks different, they talk different, they think different. How beautiful that is. And so I look at beauty in people. I look the attractiveness in people of their personality, of their thoughts, and of their smile, and how they've lived and the story of their life. And when I look at that, I don't need DEI.
Mhm.
I look at the individual saying, what's so great about this individual, whether I'm looking at socially because I want to be friends, I'm looking at professionally because I'm hiring somebody, or howsoever I'm dealing with my colleagues, dealing with the world. When I go get coffee from a cafe, I actually just don't say I want this and here's my card. I will talk to them for about something, about the expression on their face, or hey, today you're looking, not as chirpy as yesterday. Is everything okay? Or you know what, today you're just smiling so much. I love it. Those small things add up to build. This is well-being. Relationships, authenticity in your relationships, right? And authenticity in your conversations is well-being, right? Me, when I go to bed, I reflect, I express gratitude. I thank nature and the powers to be for giving me a beautiful day. I sleep really well. I don't have problem sleeping. I don't have problem sleeping because I prepare myself saying, wow, I get to rest now for a good 7, 8 hours, right? So when and I don't compromise on my sleep, because sleep is one of the most fundamental elements of holistic well-being. And when I sleep well, I'm rested, I'm charged up. If I'm groggy in the afternoon, I'll take a half an hour nap, no problems. Because I'd rather take the half an hour nap, be true to my body, and then be good to everybody else because I'm rested and make better decisions. It's well-being. So every small thing you do in life is holistic well-being. Living in the now, like eating your food mindfully. When you eat your food mindfully, Paula, you'll never overeat. And the moment you have a little bit of food, but you have it mindfully, the first 3 bites, it tells me if it's going to nourish my body or not. And I don't have to eat it because thinking this is not resonating with my body. I have a relationship with my food. And when I'm eating, I don't watch TV unless it's a really good sports game like football or soccer. Or I'm having like a Friday night. I got to see a movie. I'm going to eat, kind of deal, like a cheat evening kind of deal. But I always eat mindfully. I don't focus on anything else, and I just enjoy every bite. I never overeat. And when I'm overeating, I know I'm overeating because I love the food so much. But I know I'm overeating, and it's a deliberate act. So these are very small things that people say, "How do I control my weight and this and that?" Just eat mindful. You will know if you're present, you won't overeat, and you will know if the food is good for you or not. You will have a relationship with food and your body. I listen to my body. I talk to my body and saying, hey, arms, how are you feeling? So I look inward and see how my body is feeling. My body tells me that I'm feeling sad, or this is ailing me, or this is not feeling as nimble as it used. So I can understand what's going wrong in the body much ahead of it happening and manifesting itself, because I'm focused inward. I'm focused. I talk to my body's part, my mind, body, and spirit have to come together. And I have to talk to all of them together. So the mind can't control my body or my soul. So we are controlled by our minds today. If you really look at it, our minds dictate everything. We should control our mind. Why is the mind controlling us? Think about it,
Yeah.
right? Right. So my take is nobody's going to control me. I am going to control me. My mind is not going to control me. Oh my God, I keep looking at my phone and social media, and I keep doing the bad habits. No, 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 no. I control me. I control my time. I control my interaction with the world. But I live in the now. Because when you live in the now, there's no problem. Why? Because you're breathing. The world's at peace. I don't see anything happening to me right now. So chill out. Now let's see what the problem is. Oh my God, there's a problem. What do I do about it? No, no, no. Let's chill. Let's breathe. Live in the now. Okay, what's the problem? Let's talk about it. I'm sure we can find a solution. Very two different ways to look at it. Once you are in the tornado, the other saying, yeah, there is a tornado. We got to keep ourselves safe. Let's figure it out. And let's just, get under cover, so to speak. Right. So these are a lot of examples where weaving well-being and holistic well-being into your life, small things are life-changing. Forget about the more complicated stuff. These small things that will absolutely change your life. We don't even breathe properly. Paul, when I breathe, every so often I'm saying, do I breathe deep? But I also practice pranayama. And so breathing deep and breathing well, and if you breathe well, if you drink well, and if you eat well, 90% of problems that you face in life will disappear.
I love that. I love that. And that is such a powerful and true statement. I mean, that is just a great message, Sonny. It really is. And it's very exciting that we can control where we go and we can be in that moment. We can, and I have to share, you're talking about the food. When in my college years, my friends I used to make them giggle because I'd be eating a good meal and wow, loving my food.
Paula, and even the audience, I want you to think about it. When you eat, are you tasting that bite that goes and say, "Oh, I can feel the texture, the taste, the smell." Do you feel it or not? If you don't taste it, you're doing injustice to yourself and the food you're eating, right? Because if you're not focused on your food and the food's really good, you suddenly eat all of it and saying, "Oh my God, food is really good, but I didn't enjoy it." Why not enjoy the food that you eat, and why not have a relationship with it? Because they'll also help in not only not overeating, but you'll eat better. You'll have better appreciation of what fits, what suits your body, doesn't suit your body. You'll eat more things that suit your body because you are feeling it.
Yes.
And but you don't have to go to a nutritionist. You don't.
Yes.
You just be present when you eat and be curious of what you're eating. That's all it takes to eat well.
I
You
love
don't need a
it.
nutritionist.
Be present. Give it your attention. Yeah.
Give it your attention. It deserves it,
Love it.
right?
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, you are what you eat and breathe and drink. And of course, there's some environmental factors too, but you are what you eat, drink, and breathe. So why not do it well? It doesn't cost money to breathe properly.
Mhm.
You're already going to drink something. So you already spend that money, so not costing you anything more. You're already going to spend money on food. It's not going to cost you anything more to eat well in terms of being focused and be mindful and present. Like I said, most of well-being is free. You don't need anybody for most of the well-being into your lives. So something that's free and good for you and in ample supply, exploit it.
I love it. I love it. Okay, so then does that come into play with I'm outside, I see a sunset, I hear some birds, that's all about feeling that too, isn't it?
People are so disconnected with nature. And nature is not about looking at trees, right? Oh my God, look at my tree, or I have to go to a jungle, or I have to go to Olympic rainforest, or whatever that is. Nature is about getting out of your house and smelling and feeling the air. That's it. You just look something that's not concrete. I'm sure there's every place in the world or any place in the world, you'll find something that's not concrete, that's not man-made. That is nature. Looking at the sky is nature. I'm telling you, look at the sky, you will start thinking, it's like just look and then you're saying, wow, how beautiful the sky is. Look at the clouds and the cloud cover and the sunset and the sunrise and the sun and the light around us. Then you can say, oh my God, I hear the birds. I look at the trees. I can feel the earth.
Uh,
All of that, guess what? Free, 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 and there are no taxes on it.
yep, available to us 24.
Available to all of us. And it does wonderful things because it calms your mind down. Nature is calming. Nature is calming by its very nature, no pun intended. Right? So when you look at nature, you feel harmony, you feel tranquility, you feel that the world is together. Nature is together. Man is destroying it. But nature is very unified. Nature is very harmonious. Nature lives with everything in it that's natural. There's no competition. Everything thrives. Everything works properly. Even if you look at the jungles where there's predators, etc., there's harmony,
Mhm.
even with the predators and the victims, so to speak, or the animals that they eat, right, and they kill. There is a sanctity in that unwritten rule. I'm only going to kill what I need because I have to feed myself. And I'm sure in the small way, every animal after a kill expresses gratitude in some way, shape, or form. Oh, thank you that I had food to eat in their own way of thinking and language, right? You won't go into the jungles of Africa and you'll find meat lying around or dirt lying around. No, everything is cleaned up so that it is perfect. Everybody thrives, right? And so nature is a very important element. You forget wilderness walks are very important. Going in the park is very important. Just walking around looking at people in the park is very important. That's part of nature. If you see a bird, if you see a squirrel, you start realizing nature has a lot more because we never pay attention. We don't realize everything nature has to offer to us. And just be immersed in the now, in the present, and consume nature. It is free. Consume it is for our viewing and experiential pleasure.
Yeah.
The forces of the world, the gods of all of us, have given us this beautiful thing to just experience and enjoy and feel. It's free and it's good for us.
I love
And
it.
it's beautiful. And it's beautiful.
And it's beautiful. And
You
then
know,
would you say in that, taking in that, feeling that, being calm, then that connects right there with our body, our health. Our body, would you say, can heal itself when we're calm, is where healing is.
Paula, it's a very important topic you've touched, and I firmly believe in it. I'm glad you brought it up. I believe that for every ill in a human being, and I'm being a bit arrogant about it and a bit more affirmative about it, that every ill that exists in a human being, in our bodies today, there either is a natural remedy within us because the body is a great healer, or in the nature around us. Now, some things are transformative. You go get a surgery done or whatever. Yeah, things when you ignore things long enough, or it might be hereditary, you have to get surgeries or take medicine, etc. It is perfectly okay. It's natural. You have to take care of yourself depending on the condition you're in. But we don't give our body and nature time to heal us. We just get so mired in a modern lifestyle, so busy with it that we ignore what's going wrong. In the process, it gets to a point where we have no choice but to take medicine, do a surgery, get a procedure done, etc., etc., etc. And that's why teaching holistic well-being from the very young age, when you're in grade 1 and grade 2, and then just like you learn language, you learn math, you learn science, you should learn living. You should learn how to live life, how to live life well from a paradigm of holistic well-being. It should be taught to kids so that they have become future-proof and their health, their being thrives versus being mired with a modern lifestyle, sedentary lifestyle, and all the ills that come, whether it's back pain, diabetes, hypertension, anxiety, stress, depression, you name it, right? Friction in our relationships. When you go to the office, we are fighting, or, with the boss, we don't get along with the friends that, rub us the wrong way and saying, okay, why do you think like this? Why don't you think like me? And I'm right and you're wrong kind of deal. No, they're two beautiful points of view. Enjoy them both. If you disagree, you agree to disagree. Let's move on with our lives. It's not worth fighting for. It's like, two human beings, right? They have to have individuality in them. So I just believe that for all the body has great healing powers. We just have to ensure we listen to our body. We give the body time and the gift of, hey, work and focus on recovering me. So you have to give the body a break. You have to give the body the time. You have to give the mind the time, right? That look, I'm gonna just slow you down a little bit. Slow down. You don't have to keep racing. This car ain't gonna keep running forever. You need a break. Calm down. Let's charge you and put some more gas in you. So eat really well. You got to sleep now because you need the fuel of sleep. Let's sleep really well, and so the body becomes like a fast driving, perfect car that you can ever imagine that can fly. You know,
Yes.
that's what your body becomes. You feel like you can fly because you feel so good, right? And then becomes infection because if I'm feeling so good and I say, my God, what's Sunny having? I want to have what Sunny's having. And oh, by the way, he's not having much. He's just living. Oh, I got to do that too. And so it becomes infection, the other person. It's just that it just starts, going from one person to the other. And before you know it, if humanity was working, even a subset of humanity was working like that, humanity, they'll be, looking at each other and smiling and saying, yeah, it's good to see you. And people don't even look at each other in the eyes. They don't smile. You think if they smile, something is bad. It's looking to your eyes. Hey, why are you looking at me? The social fabric gets destroyed. And we are, at the end of the day, social animals. That's a proven fact.
Yeah.
We crave community. We crave social. We crave talking to people. Why do people love dogs so much? They're ever present. They're ever present. They're always there. They become their new friends, right?
Yeah.
Because we are so busy. The dog's always available. If I need my dog, come here, let me pet you, play with you, go away. I've got my work to do. So dogs become the new best friends. And we forget the rest of humanity that we should be engaging with and find time for them, and they'll find time for you, and you find time for us, so to speak, right? And that's important. And when you do those things, the body has great healing powers, great healing powers.
Isn't that just a beautiful, beautiful thing to know? I mean, it is. And how, the radiance of a smile can affect a room. It can change the energy in a room.
That's right. That's right. We are energy beings. We are energy beings. I can feel the energy of the other person. I can feel the low energy and the high energy. And you feel it, not just from the expression. You can just, they will come to your side and you'll feel, if you really listen to your body and if you believe in just being present and believe that your body's an energy body, somebody standing next to you, sitting next to you, you'll feel the energy. You don't have to look at them. You don't have to talk to them.
That is so true. That is so true,
Yeah.
Sunny. Oh,
Yeah.
gosh. Well, as a philanthropist, you established Round Glass Giving, which includes social impact initiatives such as Round Glass Foundation, Round Glass Sports, and Round Glass Sustain, aimed at promoting well-being for the communities and the planet. Tell us a little bit about that, please.
So, my take is that I have two paradigms. One is I believe that every corporate in the world, every company in the world should take ownership of a social issue. And they're just saying we will take a 20-year approach to solving the social issue. That you can take a part of a problem, you can take a full social issue or multiple social issues, depending on your size and your commitment. And they should take ownership as I own this problem and I'm going to solve it. Now, instead of just writing a check and saying, Foundation, here's a check, here's my CSR check, you go fix it. They should take ownership and something that they believe in, whether the community they work in or they serve or whatever that is. If every company in the world did this, where they took a partial social initiative or a complete one and focused their time and effort on it by giving a certain amount of the resources, there'll be no problem left in the world to solve because companies are the best at solving problems. If they're not good problem solvers, they will not exist. The reason they exist and they're thriving is because they're great problem solvers. They took a problem that they believed in and they're doing a darn good job and innovating in the solutions. Similarly, if you're passionate about something, you put some of your energy into solving the social issue. If that happened and every company had that approach, there'll be no problems left to solve. Number one. Number two, I believe that everybody over time, starting at any age that you want, from you being a kid or a teen or whatever, or adults like us, you should give 10% of your time and money to making somebody else happy outside of you and your family. Somebody that's unhappy, that you believe that I can help this person, this society, whatever that is. Yeah, start with the gift of time. Doesn't cost you anything. Start with 1% of your time, go to 2%, eventually go to 10%. Say, okay, now let me put some money in there. Because think of this, Paula. If you were a company and you own 90% market share, you'll be pretty happy. You'll be pretty happy that I own 90%. That means 10% you can give to somebody else. If you own 90% of your time for you and your family, that's pretty good. 10% you give to somebody else. So giving 10% of your time and money for somebody else's happiness. And that's an attitude all of us took. Because if you didn't have any money, you have the gift of time. You can't say, I don't have time. You have time. Come. If you give the gift of time and money over time, 10%, and people gravitate towards that, and we focus that 10% on somebody else's happiness, everybody in the world will be happy.
Yes. Yes.
Two simple solutions.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be no problem left in the world. There won't be any unhappy people because I will care for your happiness. So when I see, Paula, you're having a bad day, I'll give you the gift of time. I want to come and hang out with you. Or, let's go take a day outing this Saturday. We're going to go out, drive around, take a couple of the friends, and we're going to go out and have some good food and drive around and joke and maybe go see some nice place over here that we have in Seattle. Maybe go to Mount Rainier or whatever that is. And suddenly Paula comes back and saying, wow, I gave you my gift of time. That's all. I didn't spend a dime. I give you a gift of time. Right? And Paula comes back and saying, wow, people care. This world cares. What am I worried about? What bad day was I having? I can't even remember the bad thing was happening. And then you'll pay it forward. You'll do it for somebody else, and then somebody else. And before you know it, everybody cares for everybody.
Time and caring. That is just a precious gift, isn't it? Oh my
Yes.
gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. We forget that. We get too busy in our lifestyles. And guess what? Most of what we do in life is inconsequential in our state of being, including making money and progressing in our professional careers. It is only the 20% that really matters. So the 80% doesn't matter if 10% is shaved away.
Oh, oh,
And guess what? When you give, you get a lot more
yes,
because
yes,
you get distracted.
you
You
receive back.
you receive more.
Yes,
So people don't
Sonny.
realize that 10% you're giving is going to be better decision makers because people who are giving think differently too. They have different perspectives. And so, in fact, most of my tight circle is a very giving circle. They give back to the world. I like those people. I get along with those people. I can relate to their thinking. So most of my friends are very giving friends.
Oh, I love it. Yes, because you get so much more back. Oh
Oh
my
yeah,
God. Oh,
yeah.
Sonny, our time is just zooming by. We have about 2 minutes left. What last message do you want to share with everybody? I could talk to you for hours.
Well, thank you, Paula. Thank you, Paula. Thank you so much. Thank you. I think the what I want to share with the audience is that take your family unit, whether it's your individual, you have a partner, or you have a kid. Make a commitment that you will start spending 1% of your time on the average every week to see who's unhappy around you, who is deserving of your attention. Give them your attention. That's all I ask. 1%. And then simply graduate to 2 and 3%. Become a 10%er. And I tell you, your life will be so much richer emotionally, physically, socially, your mental peace of mind. You'll be so much richer. And I ask only start with 1 2% of your time. Don't even give a dime to anybody. Just start 1% with your time, evolve. When you feel ready, start 1% of your money and evolve whenever you want in life. And if you have kids, start with them, because if you start that with your kids will be richer than other people. They will do better than their peers because they understand something most people don't understand, because the art and act of giving is an art and act of enriching your life that cannot be taught by schools, that cannot be taught by reading books, etc. It can only be taught by living it. And you'll be giving the biggest gift in life if you tell them become at 10%, but start with 1% of your time, because every kid can.
Oh, Sonny, thank you for your beautiful, beautiful messages. Just so fantastic. I'm so grateful to have you on the show. Everybody, thank you for joining us. Check out roundglass.com. What a gift. Sonny, you are just so wonderful. Thank you so
No,
much.
Paula, thank you. You're very kind, and I've had a delightful time talking to you. And as my neighbor, we have to break bread soon together,
Yes,
and
yes.
we'll enjoy a delicious meal, and we'll talk about life.
Thank you, my friend. Bye. Oh.